Okay, I'm gonna film this on the website. This is the iga.in.gov information. Let's see, .gov/information/archives/2017/committee_public_policy_4400. And you come to the drop down, you select Wednesday, March 22nd, and this video will show up. And here's the video. I want to, in case this disappears, I want to have a copy of it proving that this was on their site, and then if it disappears, proving that they removed it.
Welcome to the Public Policy Committee. This time we're going to hear House Bill 1065. Senator Young, welcome.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, members of the committee. House Bill 1065 deals with the reporting that is supposed to be made in regard to the implementation of 1006 and how things work. We had the date of July the 1st each year, but we think it's better to have it December the 1st because when we go into session, we have more and better information to make decisions. That's all I have. I'll take questions.
Question by committee members. Have none. We have one person, Mr. Dave Murtaugh.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman, members of the committee. I'm Dave Murtaugh, the Executive Director for the Criminal Justice Institute. We're charged with writing the 1006 report. We've asked for the extension in the date each year to December so we can provide a better, more informative report so you can complete the report.
Thank you. Question by committee members. Have none. Would you like to close? Roll call vote.
Senator Lannon. Senator Taylor. Senator Randolph. Senator Becker.
Yes.
Senator Grooms.
Question on the end.
Second. Roll call vote.
Senator Lannon.
I appreciate it. I don't know how they do it here. I know.
Senator Randolph. Senator Becker. Senator Grooms.
Yes.
Senator Messmer.
Yes.
Senator Merritt. Senator Ford.
Aye.
Senator Sandlin.
Yes.
Senator Alting.
Explain my vote. I was a little distracted because I think this is the first time as chairman of public policy that I've heard a bill that doesn't pertain to booze or gaming or tobacco. So I'm kind of just taken back. So having said that, I vote yes.
Passes 7-0.
The bill passes 7-0. Thank you, Dave. Thank you, Senator Young. We'll now move on to House Bill 1074. Senator Buck from the great city of Kokomo.
Okay, this is the part we're talking about right here. 3 minutes and 15 seconds in.
House Bill 1074. Yield to Representative Mason.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman and members.
Welcome, Representative Macer.
Thank you so much. This is a pretty simple bill. 1074 simply adds to the way a homeowner association board member can submit the proxy votes. As of today, you aren't able to send that via email, and this bill does that. As well as this bill also helps with the homeowner association that are struggling to get a quorum, and a lot of times that's a real problem. And make sure that if there is a problem with the homeowner association filling any of these roles, it doesn't allow them to get out of the duties that they should be following through on, such as drainage, pools, and things like that. So that pretty much sums up what the bill does.
Question by committee members? Thank you very much. Steve, would you like to come say a few comments in support?
This is Steve Buschmann, the vocal thrasher Buschmann law firm that sued us via the
My
HOA.
name is Steve Buschmann. In my other life, I'm a private practice attorney, and a significant part of my practice is homeowners associations. I'm also a volunteer member of the Legislative Committee of the Community Association Institute. We support this bill. It's difficult to get proxies in if you can't fax them or email them in because they now have to be signed under oath. The interpretation is you can only deal with the original, and this gets by that. And the second part, quite frankly, in our practice, the Nonprofit Corporation Act says a presumptive quorum is 10%. Unfortunately, the people that write these documents are builders, and they put in a lot of times a 50% quorum for a 400, 500, 600 home neighborhood. You'll never get a quorum to show up. And so we've had people in cases try and claim the board is illegal because you didn't have a quorum to adopt them. This solves that problem and lets the association conduct its business if the homeowners decide things are going well and just don't want to show up. Appreciate your support. Be glad to.
Question by committee members. Representative Mason, would you like to close? Do I have a motion? Second? Roll call vote?
Senator Lannon. Senator Taylor. Senator Randolph. I'll come back. Senator Becker.
Yes.
Brooms.
Yes.
Senator Messmer. Yes. Senator Merritt. Senator Ford.
Aye.
Senator Sandlin. Senator Alting.
Aye.
Senator Taylor.
Thank you. Thank you.
The bill passes 9-0. Thank you, Representative Mason.
Okay, there you go. What's important to notice in this video is that neither Macer nor Buschmann mentioned anything about an illegal HOA, any board members ever being elected, or going through the governing documents, which the law still claims is the first order of business when you have to make any decisions for your HOA, that the governing documents still are the law of the land. Neither one of them mentioned anything about any of the board members being properly elected at any time. Their claims are a quorum. Okay, and 500 or 600, 400, 500, 600 homes. How ridiculous is that? Because ours only has 167. So how do you square that circle? And for both of them to make these claims that this has something to do with quorums is completely ridiculous. This lawsuit is about illegal board members, meaning they are not board members at all. They were never elected, ever, not even one time. And they are claiming to be board members. They use the HOA's money, which is your money that you pay to the HOA, and they're using that to protect themselves when the bylaws clearly state that you cannot use the funds to protect yourself if you're not an HOA member. So check it out and get the word out that this is more deep state conspiracy. We can show now that not only did the Buschmann law firm conspire with the Indiana Legislature and Todd Houston's office and the city of Fishers with Eric Moeller, Scott Fadness, and many, many others to attack us, that they knew all along that they weren't ever elected board members. And instead of fixing the problem, they had the law changed and then lied about the reason they changed the law. And then they took that to court and gave it as evidence for an emergency hearing, duping the judge into believing that this was an organic event that changed. And they even put in an emergency. And even the judge asked, well, what's the emergency? I don't see an emergency. And he struck it down. This is more evidence of the deep state conspiring to attack us and to demonstrate that the criminals are in charge here, and we need to continue this fight.